Welcome to the Mike in the Night pre-show. Oh yeah, it is the Mike in the Night pre-show. And it is episode 485, and I bid you all good morning, good evening, and good night, wherever you may be watching this transmission. This is our YouTube pre-show as we proceed on to Odyssey in about 45 minutes. Welcome to episode 485, and I bid you all good morning, good evening, and good night, wherever you may be watching this transmission. Whether you're watching us from your condo in the sky to your cabin in the woods, just couch surfing, or maybe just on a road trip. It's 3 a.m. and something is moving you. Welcome to Mike in the Night. It's what is it? 6:15 local Pacific, 6:16 local Pacific time. And I welcome you to our YouTube pre-show. So we got Search for the Truth in the house. Woo! We got Otali in the house, Mad Max in the house, Sabotage, he's crying, and Richard, our on-the-ground correspondent truck driver in eastern Canada and eastern United States, who is reporting that another train derailment in Springfield, Ohio just happened tonight. So we'll keep you guys updated on that, on what the heck is going on with that. So we got the comments rolling nicely here. This is the Mike in the Night pre-show, folks. So nobody panic if you don't hear any swearing or people aren't calling in, and we're just getting things warmed up. So let's go to a quick channel plug here for you guys so we can get on to some headlines and find out what the hell is going on in Ohio. Because Ohio is fallen, man, big time. All right, guys, don't forget to check out artbydano.com, artbydano.net, not your typical art. Don't forget to check it out. Don't forget 3 for 30. And fakeologist.com is also at, go to fakeologist.com, then go to Fakotube. I was here the other day checking things out, and they're going over things that we can't talk about here on YouTube, of course. So don't forget to check out fakeotube.com. And kiwiradio.nz. Don't forget to check it out. That's mikeinthenight.com. Kiwiradio.nz. Rebroadcasting from Mike in the Night, episodes of Mike in the Night from Auckland, New Zealand. Also, guys, don't forget, we are on Rumble. So get over to Rumble and subscribe. We do our Wednesday night Rumble show. So we're doing Mike in the Night on Wednesdays for now on Rumble. So if you guys want to join us, there's 484 right there. Oops, I just refreshed it. There it is, 484. Really good show. Really good call-ins. So if you guys want to check it out on Wednesday nights, join us on Rumble. And if you want to donate to the show, we turned off our super chat. Go ahead and donate to keep the lights on for Mike in the Night on DonorBox. I'll give you guys a link if you want to support the transmission. And Legalese, legalese.com. Legalese Decoder, I used it again on Wednesday. I got some crap from the government, and it's free. I went in, I just put in exactly what it was in the letter, and it told me what it was telling me legally. So this way I don't have to play games figuring out what the hell is what. Don't forget to bookmark this link, guys, and check it out. It's free. So I use it, and I've been using it quite a bit, actually. And I don't know why my YouTube channel is open here. I don't know why. But it will remain a mystery forever. All right, guys, we're counting it down. We got about 40 minutes till we're going to jump over to our main discussion channel where we could speak freely for Mike in the Night. And let's open a few headlines. So let's go into Ohio. And I've been to Ohio many times, and really bugs me that Springfield, Ohio, too. All right, let's move it up to the top of the list here. All right, guys, here it is right here, folks. There is Mike in the Night is already open, ready to go. We are live. We are doing a pre-show. We'll be here shortly. There we go. So, doing a pre-show. I wonder if I could give them the links to that pre-show. Let me see if I could get it here. Just give them the pre-show link, guys, so people aren't stranded in limbo here. All right, I'm going to open that. I got to lower the volume immediately, and there is it. Lower the volume, so I don't catch the. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to paste this here out of respect for the folks waiting there. All right, guys. So what's happening in Ohio? Here it is, folks. Here it is, and I hate seeing this guy's face. Every time I see this president, this guy's face makes me sick to my stomach. Every time I see this guy's face, it makes me sick to my stomach.
Hiya, pal.
All right. Ohio hazmat emergency crews respond to train derailment near Springfield. So, okay, well, there's a little bit of a clip here. I don't know if I could play this on YouTube. It's gonna probably flag my channel. So, I'll play it on the Odyssey channel where we're allowed to so-called speak freely. And there it is right there. Okay, so closing it down and opening on Rumble. No, I'm not closing it down. I'm going to keep all the options available for you guys. So if I get shut down on YouTube for my 16th time, then I'll move to Rumble, then go back and forth to Odyssey. I'm not going anywhere unless somebody comes and physically takes me out, right? So, okay, Ohio hazmat emergency crews. So this is happening right now. A train derailed in Clark County, Ohio. Saturday evening, Fox News Digital has confirmed, according to the Clark County Sheriff's Office emergency personnel hazmat crews. Let's go to article scan here. Crews responded to a train derailment on Route 41 on Gateway Boulevard near the Clark County Fairgrounds at about 5 p.m. It is not known that the train was It is not known if the train was carrying any freight at the time of the derailment. The Clark County Sheriff's Office confirmed the train was not a passenger train. So there it is right there. We're seeing this happen. Now, I got some train stories for you guys that are actually pretty scary about some of the laws and bylaws and allowance. Whoops, what is this McAfee crap? I don't have a McAfee. McAfee. Sorry, guys. I don't have a McAfee. I don't know what that's jumping in there. Okay, so I don't even have a McAfee. All right, sponsors. Okay, it's loading a pile of sponsors here. So, derailment. That derailment hazard chemical. So let's find out if there's anything going on here. We'll keep you posted on what's happening here. I don't want to play this because it's gonna flag my channel because they're losers over there. Let me find. Here it is. This is what I wanted to tie into it, so might as well tie into it right now. Okay. So, it's right now. It even says right now. So there it is. Right now, with an Vandersteel, East Palestine accident gives private corporations land-grabbing opportunity on Brighton TV. Guys, don't forget to check out Natural News. They're really good when it comes to finding the truth and searching for the truth. This article is by Kevin Hudges. Natural News. The East Palestine train accident is forcing Americans to move out of their lands. So what did we say when we did our East Palestine train derailment video 3 weeks ago? What did we say? 94,000 or 97,000? There is 97,000 private sector farms in that region. Private citizens, private farms, privately owned by the private citizen sector. 94 or 97, I gotta rewatch the video I made. Luckily, a lot of the crap got into the Ohio River, and then why are you saying that's lucky, Mike? Well, because the Ohio River was the most polluted river in all of America. So, nobody drank from it already, which was a kind of a blessing in disguise that some of it or most of it veered into that river because it's just gonna make its way, hopefully, out. But now they're coming for the land grab. And here is the land. So when you got 94, I have to confirm, I'm not sure if it's 94, 95, or 97,000 private sector, private citizen farms in that region, then you know what's going on. And it is a land grab. So let's go back to the land grab here for you guys. So there it is. So it's forcing Americans to move out of their lands and allow private corporations to take over. This observation was made by retired Army Lieutenant Colonel Pete Chambers and host Ann Versteel during the February 27th episode of Right Now with Ann Versteel on Brighteon TV. Chambers said they went to his team in the East Palestine area to make assessments on the ground. And to find out the truth about the incidents, the former Green Beret and Special Operation Flight surgeon said the samples they collected were sent to local laboratories. So there it is. So they are looking at buying up land, picking up land. So if you guys want to watch the video, there it is right there on Brighteon. And if you guys want to check it out, I think I also upload replays of Mike in the Night to Brighteon for you guys too. I'm up there too on Brighteon. So there it is. East Palestine accident gives private corporation land grabbing opportunities. So this is an important one too. It ties into what we're talking about right now. And EPA head warns Ohio parents, keep your kids away from deadly Palestine water. So EPA, so at least EPA, those are the same pieces of garbage that told all the first responders on 9/11. Remember? Oh, it's safe. It's the best. It's so good. Remember the EPA? So there we go. So the EPA warns Ohio parents, keep your kids away from deadly water. But they're actually now being honest, I guess. I guess they have to rebuild the trust, right? All right, search for the truth and say, hey, Mike, you should make some high-quality vinyl stickers that read, it's 3 a.m. and something is moving you. Then your channel link. I'd put it on my van window. Yeah, man. Maybe I'll do something like that. I'm going to get more creative with the channel. Ohio, okay, I'm just reading some comments here, guys. We are live on YouTube pre-show here if you want to join us. Okay, so here you are. EPA head warns Ohio parents, keep your kids away from deadly Palestine water. So earlier this week, Reagan visited East Palestine. He addressed reporters about ongoing situation. Journalist Nick Sorter asked the commissioner. So they are, oh, there it is right there. So let's see what he has to say.
Administrator, let me ask you real quick. Would you allow your children to touch the water? We've seen the rainbow sheen. We've seen, all these chemicals popping up from the bottom of the streams that these kids used to play in. Would you allow your kids anywhere close to these streams right now?
I would not. I'm a father of a...
Oh, we're getting a little bit turbulence here.
We all agree that we wish this accident didn't occur. The accident occurred, and as a result, some of our creeks and our streams have pollution in them.
He's kind of stating the obvious there, but that's okay. And what else? And unbelievable, an independent chemical engineer says East Palestine was not a controlled burn as evidence plumes black smoke. He also says agencies deliberately testing only for generic carbon byproducts, avoiding tests for dioxins. So I'm not a scientist at all. I mean, so I don't know the testing or how to test or... So there they are testing the waters there for you guys just to see what is. So these are private testers that are going and figuring out what is wrong, how it's wrong. And there it is there. This is pretty sad what's transpired there in Ohio. And so we'll keep you guys posted on this story here as it breaks. Ohio hazmat emergency crews respond to train derailment near Springfield. So we got one of our people on the ground that are notified us with this situation that is now happening there, and we'll keep you guys posted through the night on Mike of the Night on how severe the situation is. Yeah, Richard is saying Ohio under siege. Masculine toxicity. I seen different colors in the water, says Steve. Steve, are you in the Ohio River area? So we got Whitney in the house. We got Low Roller Scratcher. Low Roller Scratchy. Scratcher. Yeah, we are 2 weeks out, guys, from spring. Can you guys believe that? 2 weeks out of this dark winter. All right, let's move along here. Central banks continue to stockpile gold as recession looms. So, guys, what is gold? Gold is money. Gold is real money. Gold is everything that money wants to be. right? If it's not minted, it's not printed. It can't be. It needs to be minted, not printed. Central banks continue to stockpile gold as recession looms, despite claims from central banks and governments that they have avoided a greater global economic meltdown. Inflation is still on the rise as recession is still on its way, and central banks are preparing for it by stockpiling even more gold. Well, gold is currency, right? Let's see what they say. New inflation indicators from the United States, China and Germany strengthened the belief that financial markets that high interest rates would be in force longer than expected. Well, they're going to have to raise rates to curb inflation, right? There's old news on this channel. If you've been on this channel longer than 5 years or 6 years, or you've been with us for 7 or 10 years, you know how important it was that we raised interest rates back in 2010, and then we should have in 2012, and we should have in 2016. We never did. And now we're paying. Oh, we're paying for it. Oh, boy, are we paying for it. But it's the American proper. It's the Canadian proper. It's the Australian proper. It's the New Zealand proper that's paying for it. Wealthy investors and people with drug funds and laundering money, that's not a problem for them. So Earth-inspired art is saying, may solar flares neutralize these terrible chemtrails and chemicals. I love humanity's resilience. That's right. Yeah, so comments are moving really nicely here tonight on Mike in the Night. Thanks for joining us for episode 485. All right, let's keep going. So this is a big deal. This is something that it's kind of important. And let me check the date on something, because this is kind of important, and I kind of want to bring this up because it ties in exactly to what they're saying here. Because I remember saying something, and I was very... Let me just clarify something here. Let's see. I could have sworn I said something about this. I did say multiple times, but I did say something very... I did say something... Yeah, so there it is right there. We did warn you guys. Where's that video? It was a video from 7 years ago. I can't find the damn thing. I did warn you guys that China was selling treasury bonds, and there's a newer video we made 3 years ago, and unfortunately selling U.S. treasuries to buy gold. And I'm thinking that's what China and Russia has been doing, this buying and selling U.S. treasuries to buy gold. And Lula, so down in Brazil, Lula tells Zelensky once again that Brazil wants to mediate with Russia. So Brazil wants to continue doing business with Russia. Zelensky doesn't like it. So Brazilian selected President Inácio Lula da Silva Friday told his Ukrainian colleague Vladimir Zelensky once again through a video conference that the South American country was willing to broker a peaceful solution with Russia. So this is what they want. This is what Portuguese America is asking for, is basically, let's just broker a deal. What is this? But we understand the money laundering and all the BS that's going on through there, and the Hunter Biden and all that stuff with the laptops and stuff. Oh man, it never ends. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, U.S. government forces railroads to... This is what I wanted to tie into for you guys. This is what I wanted to say earlier. So let me move this story over here beside the train stuff we have for you guys. Okay, we got the train stuff there. Let's get rid of that. Make some space. Get rid of that. Make some space. Let's go back. Let's go back to this one. Yeah. So this is the red flag right here, folks. This is what I want to talk about right here. U.S. government forces railroads to carry extremely toxic chemicals even if they don't want to. So there it is. It's the federalization. So even though a lot of these rail yards or rail companies are still somewhat under the private citizen or private sector, they're under corporations too, the U.S. government is going to force you So no matter how far you think you're distance from the governments, they still got you. They'll force you to do things, or they'll tax you to death, and they'll take over your corporation, and they'll federalize it. And I've been talking about the federalization of the planet. They're going to federalize everything. And at a first glance, the culprit behind the East Palestine train derailment disaster in Norfolk, Southern... what was this? When was this one? Oh, there's another one. Is there another one? No. Company operates now wrecked engine and cars. However, a closer look at the situation reveals that the United States government is actually the responsible party. You see, freight rail companies in the United States are forced by government to transport dangerous chemicals like vinyl chloride. Now, vinyl chloride, just so you guys know, is illegal to ship by rail in China. In China, it is illegal to transport vinyl chloride via train. Okay? So, vinyl chloride, even when they would otherwise reject these loads, they call these types of freight loads toxic inhalation hazard, or TIH chemicals, which include chlorine and ammonia. Union Pacific UP, a competitor for NS, released the following statement, which explains in further detail how rail companies have no say in the matter of what they transport. So this is a really good article coming from Natural News, and it's good. It's by Ethan Huff. Ethan's been covering this disaster really well there over at Natural News. And Union Pacific UP. So I'm gonna see if I can get the Raven on, because he knows more about trains than anyone I know, and he's been on the rails all his life, and he collects model trains. I'm going to ask him what he could kind of maybe unpack this for us. I'll see if I can get him on the show later on Mike of the Night. So let's go back here for you guys. So under the common carrier obligation, the federal government requires railroads to transport hazmat whether they want to or not. Trucks and barges do not have the same obligation, as they may refuse to carry hazmat at their discretion. Union Pacific does not make toxic inhalation hazard materials. Own the tank that move their TAH or TIH, or decide the origin of the destination to which it is shipped. However, the common carrier obligation requires Union Pacific transport TIH. So railroads are getting away with using inadequate and dangerous braking systems that cause serious wrecks, thanks to Donald Trump. Now, they're blaming Donald Trump, of course. They're always going to blame Donald Trump. Wait till people get a hold of Hunter Biden's laptop, and you'll see what's going to happen. Oh, wait, they did find that laptop. Nothing happened. All right, let's keep going here. So this is a very interesting story, guys, coming out of Sweden. I kind of want to cover this one before we jump on. Sweden increases money offered to migrants to voluntarily go home. Sweden is now looking to follow the footsteps of Denmark, which has enticed hundreds of migrants home with financial incentives. So, you know, the migrant occupation of Europe is happening as we speak. Once seen as the most accepting country in the world for refugees, the right-wing Swedish government, elected on a promise to curb immigration, is now enacting reforms to encourage migrants to return to their country of origin. Or come to Canada. Canada's wide open. Yeah, come to Canada. To accomplish this, the government in Stockholm, together with the Swedish Democrats who support the coalition but are not formally part of the government, is increasing the financial support migrants can receive if they return home voluntarily. So this kind of reminds me of when Vancouver, well, a lot of cities do this, when the city of Vancouver were giving money and bus tickets and incentives for like the homeless there to instead of helping the Canadian proper homeless that can't afford an $800,000 one-bedroom condo, instead of helping them people out and straightening out their lives, they just give them bus tickets and a couple of chocolate bars and money to come into little towns like mine. And they come here and they don't fit in, of course, because there's nowhere for them to go. So Hunter Moon's reporting here that 6 million Ukrainian refugees headed to Poland. So there it is right there. So the incentives are huge. I remember I was in my store. It was summertime. I was at my shop there in downtown Merritt and just doing my thing. And a guy walks in and he's missing a shoe. He's got one shoe on. His shirt's all buttoned up crooked and he's got a bracelet on. One of them bracelets from the hospital. And I said, hey, man, what's going on? Did you just get out of the hospital? He's like, no, I don't know. I was in Vancouver. I got beat up and then I was drunk. I got drunk and beat up and then I woke up in the hospital and then they put me in a taxi and they sent me here to Merritt. I'm like, oh, okay. Okay. So the guy was missing a shoe, this bracelet, and he's looking for food and where the shelters are. And I'm like, well, it's a small town, bud. So I think I sent him over to the police station or something to go ask for a ride to the next town or something. Because there was, I mean, what can I do, right? So the guy was stuck there and with one shoe on and basically was stuck in a cab and driven 3 hours away out of the city. So that's what people are doing in countries where they want to move people around, right? So Earth-inspired art says Merritt is beautiful. Yeah, that's why I moved here. It's in the mountains. It's clean. It's a good place to run if you're trying to run from something, or you got some credit problems, or you have to restart, or you're running from some crimes or gangs or something. Merritt's a good place. I mean, because nobody acknowledges. It's very, everyone kind of keeps to themselves. It's like a big city. Everyone kind of keeps to themselves type of thing. And you can't blame people if they want to be antisocial, right? Because that stems from the big cities. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to fix my camera here. There we go. The blur's gone. So let's move on. Grocery rationing begins in the United Kingdom as a means of normalizing coming shortages ahead of collapse. So if you've been following us here on the channel, we've been covering the price of food, the food riots that are coming ahead, food shortages, and UK is in a lot of trouble right now. So again, Natural News, J.D. Hayes reporting this. The demise of the West, planned by our globalist leaders as a means of further empowering themselves as kings and queens and unknowns, is continuing apace amid a new war in Europe and now rationing of vegetables in the United Kingdom. And I heard from somebody that's friendly to Mike in the Night tell me that in the UK, it's impossible to find eggs, and if you do, they're expensive. It's impossible to even find basic things like ketchup. Ketchup, really? Like little things like baby formula, stuff like that. You can't. You could find it if you really look, but you're going to pay for it. Right? So okay. Somebody is commenting here. So guys, we got 15 minutes before we jump over to our main show. I have someone reporting from Chicago. I hope he's here. We got another caller from Australia that's going to come on. But there's one from Chicago that's reporting what's happened with Beetlejuice there. So we got to find out what happened with Beetlejuice in Chicago. So we'd like to know. It'd be nice to kind of figure out what's going down there and what the sentiment is on the ground. And yeah, grow local, guys. Make sure you grow local. Make sure you support local growers. And make sure you find a local farmer's market near you. I mean, even in some of the cities, you get some of the farmer's markets farmer's market organizers that drive out of their way, burning expensive gasoline to get to their locations to sell you fresh produce. So try and find out, and if you can't, organize a farmer's market meet somewhere in some parking lot. Find a parking lot that's not really, nobody really is abandoned. I'm pretty sure a lot of parts in rural America where you can find parking lots or on the side of the road. Start setting up tables, man. Start creating a community. Start trading. Start your own logistics. Start organizing food runs for people. They could e-transfer you and you could go drop off some vegetables at their house. Start doing that. Start using the technology in our favor, right? Yeah, making your own bread. Like, I'm European. I'm a Portuguese. We like we like bread. We eat bread all the time. We are breaditarians. I'm a breaditarian myself. All right, I'm going to give you guys the link for tonight's show so you guys could jump on there on Mike in the Night. So, okay, let's go back here. So we got people in the comments. Everyone's wooing in there. Look at that. Everyone's already wooing in the next show. Everyone is wooing in the... Woo! It's Mike in the Night. Oh, we got 25 people waiting already. So let me get you guys over here. Get you the link for that. And we just can't speak freely on here. And we got to kind of respect what... YouTube is its own corporation. Let them do what they want. They don't want to give us freedom of speech. Then they don't give us freedom of speech. What do you want us to do? Like... freedomly, we're not promoting any violence on here. We're not promoting, we're promoting farmers markets. We're promoting people to get active in their communities again. Right? Yeah, that's a nice term, breaditarians. Yeah, I'm a breaditarian, and I'm a meatitarian myself. I love, and the colon cancer is a big deal now. And a lot of young adults are... And they say, it's from processed and red meats and blah, blah, blah. Yes, it is. But when you're 70 and 65 years old, not 35 years old, like we reported earlier to you guys today in that video I made for you guys when I was at my store, I kind of said that, I get bombarded with emails. I get a lot of emails. And a lot of the emails I'm getting are just died suddenly stuff. And a lot of emails from people, like really heartfelt testimonies. Sometimes make me very emotional when I read some of them. And people, losing daughters and grandkids and, and this cancer thing has been going real strong, like pancreas cancer, breast cancer. And somebody commented today on the video that I did that you're lucky, you're in Canada, healthcare is free. No, we pay through the nose for tax, and my hospital is sometimes open. My hospital isn't always open. I might have to drive 70 miles to the nearest location, to the next hospital. It's 70 miles. Oh, Mike, 70 miles, a young guy like you, is not a big deal. Yeah, when you got to pass through mountains and summits, 14,000 meters up, elevation, through the snow. So you guys need to understand that it's not free. And then a good friend of the family told me and the wife the other day that she has breast cancer. And it's serious. But because she was home for 2 years and couldn't go into a hospital, it got worse. But hold on. She's in her, 38 years old? Maybe 39? And now she's preparing for her death. But, Mike, she got chemo, she got options. Government isn't covering it. She needs 17 large to cover her cancer treatment. You see? And a lot of people told me, Mike, why are you paying so much in life insurance and health insurance through American Income? I've been paying American Income. I've been paying my policies for over 20 years. But your government covers your health care. No, it doesn't. So I'm actually paying extra coverage for cancers and stuff that my government won't cover. So I keep that in line. I keep that in line because I want to make sure if anything happens, I want to be able to actually utilize the care facility at its full potential with the insurance. So she's got breast cancer and she doesn't have the 17 large. Yeah, she doesn't have the 17 large to pay for treatment in Canada. So before people say that you guys have socialized medicine, yeah, we have socialized medicine. And let me tell you, it's socialized medicine for real. So, yeah, healthcare is not free in Canada. Silent Walk in the comments. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, I know. Oh, we got Mitch. We got an update. My brother died January 30th, 2023. Pancreatic cancer, double vax. Oh, I got to be careful what I say here. I keep forgetting I'm on TheMTube. So I got to be careful here what I'm saying. Yeah, the healthcare system is completely broken. And, yeah, everything started to go downhill in the early 2000s, 2002, 2003. Everything was just going to poop. So we got about 10 minutes, guys, before we switch over to our main show. Find some pretty cool intro music here for you guys and all kinds of cool stuff for you tonight on Mike in the Night. I got my, whatchamacallit here open for my soundboard.
I believe you and Lisa played a game of pool for $200, which she won. I'm here to collect.
Me, Hulk Hogan.
Woo!
Yeah, we're good. We're good here.
Colonel Nathan R. Jessup, Commanding Officer, Marine Ground Forces, Guantanamo Bay, Cuba.
There we go. We're good to go for the next Mike in the Night. So Floyd's new. Floyd, we're going to be switching over to Odyssey here in 9 minutes. So here's the link to Odyssey. We're going to switch over where we could speak freely on Mike in the Night in about 9 minutes. And it's really good to hear from you guys, to see you guys here. Someone says there's the cures for cancers. Man, you know, guys, you know what? This is what... I drink lemon water. I've been drinking lemon water since grade 10. I'm not joking. I every day I drink... I don't force myself. I just can't drink water unless it's alkalinized. The alkaline in it, right? I can't. If you come to my store to visit me, you'll see I have lemon water beside me. If you know, I'm an easy person to reach. I had a couple of people come visit me today from Brazil, and they moved to Merritt recently. They're here in town, and they speak Portuguese. And so they came over, and they're like, I know a guy. He's in this town. He speaks Portuguese. He's got a store here. So the father and son came to visit me today. We had some coffee. We talked. And it's good to speak your native language, just to speak it. And it was really good to speak a good full blast Portuguese. They're from Brazil, and really nice family. Someone saying lemon is an acid. Yeah, it probably destroying my intestines. Who knows? It's probably destroying my stomach. But I've been drinking lemon water since grade 10. So diesel coffee is the best. I had my black coffee. I grinded my grounds, like my beans into grounds, and then made some really good coffee today. Mind you, I got a disaster on Tuesday morning when I go into work. I got to clean that pot. That pot's really dirty. All right, we got lots of headlines to share with you guys here on Mike in the Night. And before we get into this kind of stuff here, we're going to wait till we switch over to Odyssey, because I don't want to get shut down. And I want to be with you guys. And you guys, I try to interact with everybody. I try really hard to get to every one of your emails. I tried really hard to say a prayer for every one of your emails. Someone saying the human body is strong. Says Blue Week. The plastics are killing us. Maybe the lemon water is a good way to neutralize the plasticity in the blood. I don't know. Yeah, vinegar and water keeps your... Yeah, that's right. Yeah, everything's plastic. I had a whole petition saying, let's bring wood and glass back. Bring wood and glass. It's a lot easily recyclable. Glass is the best. Glass, smash it into a big bin with all the other glass. They add something called, I think it's called cullet. They add cullet to it and just remake the glass. Problem solved. Creates jobs. It's clean. And there's enough sand on every beach to make everything around us in glass. Glass tables, glass chairs, everything. Glass and wood. Trust me, glass, technologically wise, is so powerful now that you can make anything out of glass and it won't break. I'll have to sign up for Odyssey. Sounds good, Mike. That's Floyd. Here's the link again. You don't have to sign up for Odyssey. You're going to have to. You just can't comment on Odyssey. You can call into the show. You can call me on the show. That's different. But when we open our lines in about five, I'm gonna do a quick intro and I'm gonna start opening lines early tonight on Odyssey. Absolutely wouldn't miss it. Mike's a silent walk. They're saying that hydrogel is like plastic. No thanks, no. See, glass bongs. Lots of things are made of glass. Mike, we are wearing plastic. It's in everything. Yeah, I believe it. Rick Hunter, sports, horror, and conspiracy. Mike, you're a legend. My great friend. Thank you, Rick Hunter. Rick, add me on Skype, man. Call into the show, SA. Yep, and paper and cardboard, natural and biodegradable. Yep, dark glass. So Anna Key from Australia is saying dark glass is even better. UV is dangerous. Okay, so somebody is... Mitch Madden drinks from a clear lake from his house. Someone says, I joined Odyssey for your channel, but they still won't let me post. Refresh. Sign out and sign back in. Yeah, Odyssey is weird. But Wednesday nights, guys, I'm going to give you our Rumble link. If you want to come on Wednesday nights, Mike in the Night, Wednesday nights on Rumble, come and join us on Wednesdays for Wednesday Night Rumble Mike. Wednesday Night Hump Day. There it is. Mike in the Night on Rumble. We're going to start doing a 2-hour, a shorter Wednesday show. If you guys want to come on there, it's going to be, it's the same thing like Odyssey, where we speak freely. There's the Wednesday Night Rumble show. If you guys want to come on that, I appreciate that. It is Mike in the Night. And let me give you the Odyssey link one more time so I could see you guys on the other side. There it is. Hello. Live in 2 minutes there. I'm on my way there right now. I'm leaving you guys the link. Copy and paste. And I'll see you guys in 2 minutes. Mike Martin's here, signing off for the Mike in the Night pre-show. I'll see you guys on the